Welcome back to the HTML prep course. And today's topic is formatting text. So let's go ahead and pull up our presentation and begin the slideshow. HTML formatting text. And I'm your host, Mark Winiger. There are lots of ways that you can enhance text, and we'll take a look at several. Now, this first one is bold facing. And you'll notice I've got the message, your text can be bold, exclamation point, and it's big and bold. The tag for bold facing is B, /B to turn it off. Another tag that gets us an effect very much like bold facing is called strong. And the tag for that to turn it on, again, is strong. To turn it off is /strong. Makes sense, doesn't it? We can make text big. And the tag for that is big. To turn it off, /big. Remember, these are toggle tags. We can italicize text, and the tag to italicize is the letter I. To stop italicizing is /I. Now you might be saying, now wait a minute, Mark. Sometimes our tag is a single letter, and sometimes it's a word. The words are easier to remember. This is true. HTML evolves over time. Bold-facing and italicizing were original text formatting tags. And at that time, the designers of HTML thought, let's make tags short and sweet. So I for italics, B for bold. But as more people got involved, they started to think, well, maybe we should use more mnemonic or meaningful tags. And so, strong for strong text, big for big text. That's all there is to it. No other explanation. We can emphasize text. The tag for that is EM. EM to turn it on, /EM to turn it off. Now, emphasized text looks an awful lot like italicized text. You can make your text look as though it's computer output. And the tag to do that is code. Code to start it, /code to stop. We can use subscripts. And the tag for that is SUB. Or superscripts. And the tag for the superscripted part of our text is SUP as in Paul. SUB as in boy for subscript, and SUP as in Paul or Peter for superscript text. Now notice the subscript characters are displayed below the normal line. Whoops, went the wrong direction, sorry. The subscript characters are printed below the line, and the superscripted characters above. We also have what's known as pre-formatted text. You don't use this very often, but basically when we say we want our text to be pre-formatted, then we're telling HTML in our browser to just display it the way it appears in our source code. So if I've put a few spaces in between, they'll show up. Line feeds will also show up. So I could put pre-formatted text on 2 lines. And they would show up on 2 lines even though I didn't use a breakcode. Now, in order to get pre-formatting of our text, we would use PRE to turn it on and /PRE to turn it off. This is not used very often. It makes your source code a bit confusing when sometimes extra spaces are recognized, but normally they are not. Then we've got address text. Now this is text that you would use to display your mailing address. And the tag, it's one of the new ones, so the tag for address text is address. To tell you the truth about the only thing this appears to do is to italicize the address, which is okay. The tag makes it easy when you're searching through your source code to find where an address is in case you need to update it or correct it. Sometimes we'll want to show text that has been deleted. For instance, in a catalog, oftentimes you'll see a price with a line drawn through it and a new price beside or below it. So deleted text is simply text with a line drawn through it, like we're proofreading. And the tag for that is DEL, for delete. We can also show inserted text, and inserted text appears as though it were underlined. And the tag for that is INS. Another way that you can show that text is underlined is to use the U tag. U to underline, /U to stop. Sometimes, for instance, when you're creating a paper to be displayed as a web page, you might have a nice quote, and you want to set that quote off by indenting it a little bit more on your left and right side. So it's actually a narrower block of text than your normal text. And you can do that easily in HTML using the block quote tag. Okay, so what we need to do now is simply to practice these tags. Also, there's many other text formatting tags documented out at W3 Schools. I've covered the big ones for you. These are the ones that you are going to use all the time in your role as a web designer or webmaster. The others, it's nice to know about, and you can always go back to that reference in W3 Schools to see the exact syntax of the tag. But I would suggest that you just take a look through there and see what catches your eye. Maybe there's something there that you might want to use along the way, or that you've had some use for in the past, and you might be interested to know what the tag is. Well, that's it for now. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your time.